Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Rashmi and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful star stitch. For this tutorial I will be using DK yarn and a 4mm crochet hook. So let's get started and make a slip knot. To do this, you're going to wrap the yarn around your index finger like this and pick the yarn from the left, move it over to the right. Let's do this one more time. Pick it off the left, move it over to the right and slip it off your fingertip in the process. Hold on to these two bits of yarn and pull it down. That creates your perfect slip knot each time. Slip your crochet inside and tighten your loop by pulling on the end of this yarn. From here, when you're working a star stitch, you always work in odd numbers. If you're making a baby blanket, I would suggest for you to chain anything between 120 and 146, as long as the number is an odd number. So from here, I am going to be chaining 19, as it's only a sample that we're working together. So yarn over your crochet, pull through the loop 1, yarn over, pull through the loop 2, yarn over, pull through the loop 3. I now have my 19 chains. Once you have your desired number of chains, we're going to start working on our star stitch. To do this, you're going to skip the very first chain. Mine has closed up a little bit, but this is my first chain. I'm going to go ahead and stick my crochet in the second chain. So stick your crochet in there and yarn over and pull up a loop. Be sure to keep your hand and your grip quite nice and loose for this stitch, as it has a better effect. Stick your crochet inside, yarn over, pull up a loop. Next time, stick your crochet inside the next one, yarn over and pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our crochet. We're going to keep going until we have 6. Stick your crochet inside the next stitch, pull up a loop, and for the final one, stick your crochet inside, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now that I have 6 loops on my crochet, I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 6 in one go. We're going to chain 1 to close my star stitch, and that becomes your first star stitch. The next one, we are going to pull up a loop from various points on this star. So the first one, we're going to pull up a loop from the eye of this previous star. So I'm going to put my crochet inside and yarn over and pull up a loop. Second loop, I'm going to pull up from the last loop of this star, this one. So stick your crochet inside the last loop here, inside there, yarn over and pull up a loop from there. Third loop I'm going to pull up is from my last chain of this star. So this one here, stick your crochet inside, yarn over and pull up a loop. Once you have 4 loops on your crochet, we're going to pull up a loop from the next 2 chains from here. Stick your crochet inside and yarn over and pull up a loop. Let's do this one more time. Stick your crochet inside the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we have 6 loops on our crochet. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 6 in one go. Chain 1 to close this star stitch as well. It may look difficult, but once you do this a couple of times, you get used to it and it becomes really nice and simple. So from here, we're going to try this stitch again together. Stick your crochet in the eye of my previous star right here and pull up a loop. We are going to pull the next loop from the last loop of my previous star stitch. So right here, stick your crochet inside, yarn over, pull up a loop. Final one, I'm going to pull up a loop from the last chain of my previous star, which is here, and pull up a loop. Now I have 4 loops on my crochet. I'm going to go ahead and pull a loop from 2 chains, the next 2 chains. Stick your crochet in the next chain and pull up a loop. Do the same one more time. Stick your crochet into the next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I have 6 loops on my crochet, yarn over and pull through all 6 and chain 1 to close your star stitch. Just like this, go ahead and work the rest of the star stitches. I've just worked my last star stitch and you will notice that you have 1 chain left. And in this chain, you're going to work a half double crochet. To do this, you're going to yarn over your crochet, stick your crochet inside this stitch and pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our crochet. We're going to yarn over, pull through all 3 loops in one go. And that completes your half double crochet. Now for the next round, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work around. From here, we're going to be working in the eye of each of these star stitches. So we're going to stick our crochet inside the first eye and make 2 single crochets. So we're going to pull up a loop. When we have 2 loops on our crochet, yarn over, pull through both. Let's do this one more time. Stick your crochet inside, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both. Just like this, go ahead and work 2 single crochets in each of the eye of your star stitch. Last one here. And right at the end, you're going to work a slip stitch on the top part of the first chain here. So we're going to stick our crochet inside and work a slip stitch like this. That completes my second row. Now, star stitch is actually made up of 2 rows and it completes 1 row of star stitches. So even though I work 2 rows, but for a complete star stitch, this is just 1 row. We're going to start the next round by chaining 3. That's 1, 2, and 3. From here, we're going to pull up a loop from the next 5 stitches, okay? So we're going to miss our first chain here. We're going straight into the next one here. So stick your crochet in the top part of this chain, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Let's do the same with the next chain here. Stick your crochet inside, yarn over, pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our crochet at this point. We're going to pull up a loop from the same place where we have our 3 chains. So stick your crochet in the same stitch here, yarn over and pull up a loop. Next one here, yarn over and pull up a loop, and the final one, yarn over and pull up a loop. Once you have your 6 loops on your crochet, you're going to yarn over and pull through all in one go and chain 1 to close this stitch off. Now let's take a look again. We are going to make our next star stitch half in this star stitch and half on the outside. To do this, you're going to stick your crochet inside the eye, yarn over and pull up a loop. Next one is going to be the last stitch here, last loop of my previous star stitch here, yarn over and pull up a loop. Next, I'm going to use the last stitch where my star stitch was, which is right there. Yeah, stick your crochet in and pull up a loop. And now I'm going to go to the next 2 new stitches. So stick your crochet in, pull up a loop, stick your crochet in, pull up a loop. Now we have 6 loops on our crochet, yarn over, pull through all 6 in one go, chain 1 to close. Follow the same method and finish this whole row. I've now finished working my star stitches in this row as well, and you will notice that you have the same amount of star stitches in both rows. So in the first one I had 7, and in this one as well I have 7. Now right at the end it seems that I've run out of stitches to work my half double crochet. However, this stitch is very tight here, and be sure to work your half double crochet in there, otherwise your work will start to slant on this side. So yarn over your crochet, go into this stitch here, and yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through all 3 of these loops in one go. And this should create a very nice and straight edge for your work. From here, you're going to chain 1, turn your work around, and start working in your eye of your stitches. So from here, go back into the center of the eye, pull up a loop, and work a single crochet in there, followed by another single crochet. So just like this, you're going to go all the way to the end and work 2 single crochets in every single eye of your star stitch. At the end now, we are going to work a slip stitch in the top of this chain here, like this. Here we go. And that completes our 2 rows of star stitch. You can now start the next row by chaining 3, turn the work around, and you can follow the same method and have as many rows as you like to complete your project. Once you finish, you can work those ends into this stitch, and that completes your star stitch. Now, if you enjoyed learning this stitch with me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.